C'est bon? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to start this session. My name is Stéphane Sarad. I am Director of Energy Program Division within CEA, and I'm also the chair of the Generation 4 International Forum, and we'll discuss about that. And my friends.
Thank you, Stéphane. Morning, everyone. I'm Paul Nevitt. I'm Vice President for Science and Technology at United Kingdom National Nuclear Laboratory. But I'm also Vice Chair and part of the leadership team with Stéphane, and with my role being to look at market issues and industry engagement.
So this morning we suggest we can share about the Gen 4 Industrial Forum and to have a discussion on the main objectives. So after this introduction I will make, Paul, we'll make a focus on our industrial engagement and the way forward, and after we'll have this room discussion. So introduction of GIF. It was created in 2001, so next year we'll be very happy to celebrate our 25 years anniversary. And GIF is a framework for international cooperation in research and development for the next generation of nuclear energy system. This year, in March 2025, we had a new framework agreement entered into force, and 10 members countries plus European Union are expected to join within the next 3 years. So all the members have 3 years to sign and ratify this new framework agreement. And we have already 6 countries that have signed and ratified out of the 11. So you've got here in this picture with the circle all the countries that signed and ratified. Canada already signed but didn't ratify. We have to wait for the government decision. And for the other one, they have 2 or 3 years to finally sign. So the main objectives of GIF, our motto is to accelerate the readiness of Gen 4 systems to meet net zero goals. And for that, we have to strengthen the Gen 4 system to address climate change because we have enabling flexible operation application beyond electricity. We think beyond electricity generation. We think about heat production, hydrogen production, and tomorrow or the day after tomorrow on e-fuel. We support transition from research and development to demonstration and deployment. And for that, we work on technical readiness, regulatory issues, and optimization of the performances, including the cost of the system. To strengthen the relevance of GIF to the industry, and it will be the presentation of Paul, we have to promote industry engagement, and we have a senior international advisory panel that help us to have a large overview of that. And finally, and that's perhaps the most important thing that we have to support the development on Gen 4 talent pipeline and to work on the attractivity on Gen 4 for the next generation. You can see here in 2024 what we call the domino effect with the GAFAM that invested a lot in startups, including fourth generation startups, because they need a lot of electricity, they got a lot of money as well, and therefore they are a very important driver in the deployment. So those are the 6 main systems. I will not go in details. Sodium fast reactor, lead fast reactors, very high temperature reactors, gas fast reactors, supercritical water reactors, and molten salt reactors. So there are the 6 designs fixed in 2001, and we still work on that with cross-cutting collaboration presented here, economy modelings, education and trainings, and so on. We have to achieve 4 main goals connected to sustainable energy with minimum of waste, and that's one of the important points of the 4th generation, to work on life cycle cost advantages, to work on safety and reliability, and of course we also work on proliferation resistance and physical protection of our systems. So for the 6th design, we've got system steering committees for each design. And you can see the countries, members of each system. You can see that for sodium fast reactors and very high temperature reactors, we have a large range of members working and addressing research in this field. And you can see that more recently, molten salt reactors are interesting more and more people as a member countries or observers. I will not enter into details in the structure of GIF, but you can see the spine. The spine is the steering system committees on the six system. They are developed in several topics: materials, corrosion, fuel cycle, and so on. And on the left-hand side, to support these activities, we have a working group on risk and safety, proliferation resistance, physical protection, economic modeling, education and trainings, advanced manufacturing, and more recently, non-electrical application of nuclear application, because I explained we want to go beyond electricity in this field. The concrete achievement that we have in this field: concrete project with a contribution to a project plan. We have 11 projects running in this field, and very recently we have a new one started with industrial partners in order to go further in the deployment. We have an in-kind contribution for all the countries and all the members. In GIF reports and white paper, we have and they are all available through our website GIF. We have participation to webinars on cross-cutting collaboration, on education and training, and we also work with the potential GIF partners, and we also have dedicated technology webinars connected with our colleagues from IAEA, from NEA, and so on. I will finish with the objective and strategic orientation. You have to take into account that the aim for us is to remain at the forefront of technological innovation and to pursue international collaboration in this field. The idea is to stimulate and to accelerate the industrial deployment of Gen 4 system. We have 25 years of expertise in this field, so we have to achieve the capitalization and the improvement of the expertise acquired through a GIF inventory asset that will be soon available to show all the activities and the cartography of what we did. We intend to organize a GIF industrial forum. The first one was set up in 2022 in Toronto. It was a huge success because it was the first time we combined industrial activities with GIF activities. And with Paul, we wanted to support the second industrial forum, and we plan to do that in 2027. And of course, the idea is now to expand to newcomers, to new players, for new application more than electricity, and for new markets. And that's the reason why we have a lot of discussion with the startups all over the world. We have a European discussion in our partner for the European Alliance on SMR with SNETP. I'm also in the governing board, and Paul and myself belong to the governing board of SNETP. And we work with IAEA, NEA, and IEA. So I will finish with the point that in my mandate of 3 years, I want to push the fact that fourth generation is not only 6 systems. It's connected with 6 design of reactors, connected with 6 fuel cycles. And if we want to accelerate the deployment, we have to take into account the holistic picture, reactor and fuel cycle, in order to achieve quite soon. Paul?
Thank you, Stefan. So Stefan's provided an overview of the Generation 4 International Forum. My role to look at market issues and industry engagement. So one of the key things, as Stefan set out, is that we need to accelerate towards deployment, and that means working closely with industry. So I'm going to give a bit of a perspective on the industry side of things and what we're doing to engage. So I'll start by referencing the great piece of work from the Nuclear Energy Agency and the launch of the dashboard, the SMR dashboard. Of the around 120 SMR designs, 74 are in the SMR dashboard. Over 50% of these you could class towards the Generation 4 non-water cooled reactors. So you can see, the energy towards deployment and industry engagement as we look to drive this forward. And as GIF, we need to transition that R&D that we sit on as part of the international treaty towards being available for these industry players to be able to accelerate the deployment of the technologies. So what do we do? How can you engage with GIF as part of industry? As I say, as a government international treaty, we have policies by which we operate. We updated the industry engagement policy in 2022, and that's available to, again, reaffirm the commitment to working closer with industry and to transition that R&D. Stefan's mentioned the industry forum, where we bring industry together. We're committed to do that again in the future. We also set up webinars to hear directly from industry and the link between Generation 4 International Forum and industry. And as Stefan set out, the industry advisory panel directly advising the policy group of GIF to ensure that we're engaged and doing things that industry need. Just to mention, we updated the GIF website recently, and to direct you to the page with industry engagement. This sets out all the mechanisms by which you can engage and how we're trying to push forward in terms of working with industry. And I'd encourage you to visit the website and as much as we can to make publicly available. We make publicly available on the GIF website. It has all the information required in order to see how you can engage. Just to expand a little bit on some of those examples of what we're doing with industry, this was the meeting we held in Toronto in 2022 that Stefan mentioned. And again, what we wanted to do was bring together for the first time the GIF community with the industry and the private sector to ensure the alignment and look at better collaboration and look to guide the future of the Generation 4 International Forum aligned with industry. You can see over 200 attendees with 30% from the private sector. Incredible success in terms of what we want to do, and we're committed to do that again in 2027, and we'll communicate that, and we want to share that and ensure that as much of the industry engages with GIF as going forward in 2027, likely to be held here in France. Other thing we do is recently we held our expert and policy group meeting in Busan in Korea. And for the first time, we held an industry roundtable. We brought together representatives from Korean utility, vendor, supply chain, end user, and from the finance community, which is incredibly important. And for the first time, we spent 2 hours really getting under the skin of industry, what's driving, what's the need, what GIF can do for industry across, and recognizing industry isn't one just homogeneous thing. It is made up of different parts, and it's important that we understand each of those parts and how we engage and work. Some key messages came out of that, from need for policy certainty, long-term planning, need for joined-up collaboration across industry, and also the need to work on codes and standards and innovation to drive forward the next generation of reactors. This is, the materials handbook is one of the biggest and kind of the best parts of GIF, and one of the most valuable parts that we sit on. It gives an example of the value of materials that GIF has and what we're trying to make available to industry to ensure and help that acceleration. We sit on a huge amount of materials data generated over the last 25 years, and it's important we get that into the hands of the people that need to do it. We'll continue to collaborate on the R&D, but it's important we make that available to those that want to drive forward and get the codes and standards to the place we need them in order to build the reactors of the future. Stefan mentioned the work around proliferation resistance and physical protection. The work we do around safety and regulation, licensing, is incredibly important, and a real rich amount of information on the website. These are all publicly available documents there and available to look at, and I'd encourage you to go and have a look at them across all of the 6 systems, and you can see the dates of which they've been updated, with the latest document there being a system analysis for hydrogen production, all available on the GIF website. Again, we're committed to make information available where we can in order to drive forward the deployment of systems. And proliferation resistance, physical protection is going to be a key element as we go forward for the future systems. Just briefly to talk about our webinar series. Again, we're always looking for industry to support and to talk around the work that's going on from the development of new Generation 4 technologies, and welcome people reaching out to give these webinars. These are all also available on the website. You can go back and look through these talks with industry to see what some of the industry is doing and how they can engage with GIF. And just another example of the work we're broadening out. There's an element of WNE here, of going beyond electricity. GIF set up a working group in order to look at the non-electric and cogeneration applications of nuclear energy, and that continues to go and be a vibrant group. And another example of where we brought together end users and industry to hear directly and work together on what are the key R&D requirements and what's the support. And this is now the output of that workshop, and all those key insights are available on the GIF website. And again, I'd encourage people to have a look and go and visit that to see more information. Finally, I just wanted to say, it's a bit of a practical slide, but if you're sat there saying, how do I engage? What's the practical steps to engage with industry? Well, for direct participation, as Stefan set out, we've got one new project looking at direct industry engagement. So you have to be a member of a GIF active member country, and you can be requested to be nominated by the policy group member there or on the website. Be able to fund your own participation, and then to be able to demonstrate that collaborative approach. We've tried to make it as simple as possible in order for industry to engage, but do reach out. We're keen to have more industry engaged in GIF. And then just to reiterate the commitment in the bottom three areas, please look out and engage with the next industry forum in 2027. We'll communicate. We want that to be bigger and better than we had in Toronto in 2022. If you want to give a talk of industry, if you're interested in the webinar series, do reach out. And we have a communication director, and we can put people in contact with in order to talk. And again, we have a senior industry advisory panel from representatives of the GIF countries. Again, if you're interested, want to reach out to us or your policy group member, then do that as we look again to accelerate the deployment towards industry deployment. Stefan, final words?
Thank you, final words. Thank you very much for listening to the GIF presentation. I just want to add that in our comitology, we have 2 meetings every year, a spring meeting and the fall meeting. The last fall meeting, one month ago, was in Republic of Korea, in Busan. It was presented with a first roundtable with industry. The next one will be in China, in Henan, in April 2026, and we are very happy to be welcome with our Chinese colleagues with either a technical workshop and also visit of installations. And that's for the spring meeting. And for the fall meeting 2026, it will be hosted by our colleagues from GIEA in Japan. It will be in Mito, and we will have, of course, all those technical presentations and also visits, and I guess for the very high temperature reactor that our colleagues develop in this field. So we try to maintain this community within a discussion, and we need you to participate to this discussion. It is one mention. Please follow us on LinkedIn, because our Nawaf Saleh from UK is our communication director, and he is putting a lot of posts in order to create this community. And we are very happy to discuss with you and to have your comments, how to go further and how to be able to deploy as soon as possible. So he's British, I am French. It means that on the rugby field, we are best enemy. But in real life, we are friends. And as we say in rugby, you know that alone you go faster, but together we go further. And that's really the spirit of our leadership team. We need to be together to go faster in the deployment of fourth generation. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
We are